Passive 3. I was support. We were given, etc. Some verbs can have two objects. For example, give. My grandfather gave me this watch. It's possible to make two passive sentences. I was given this watch by my grandfather, or this watch was given to me by my grandfather. Other verbs which can have two objects are ask, offer, pay, show, tell. When we use these verbs in the passive, most often we begin with the person. I've offered the job, but I don't think I want it. Somebody has offered me the job. You will be given plenty of time to decide. We'll give you plenty of time. I didn't see the original document, but I was shown a copy. Somebody showed me a copy. Tim has an easy job. He's paid a lot of money to do very little. Somebody pays him a lot. I don't like being. The passive of doing, seeing, etc. is being done, being seen, etc. Compare active. I don't like people telling me what to do. Passive. I don't like being told what to do. I remember being taken to the zoo when I was a child. I remember somebody taking me to the zoo. Steve hates being kept waiting. He hates people keeping him waiting. We climbed over the wall without being seen, without anybody seeing us. I was born. We say I was born, not I am born. I was born in Chicago. Where were you born? Past. But how many babies are born every day? Present. Get. You can't use get for the passive. You can use get for the passive. There was a fight, but nobody got hurt. Nobody was hurt. I don't get invited to many parties. I'm not invited. I'm surprised Liz didn't get offered the job. Liz wasn't offered the job. We use get only when things happen. For example, you cannot use get in these sentences. Jessica is liked by everybody. Not gets liked. This is not happening. Nick was a mystery man. Very little was known about him. We use get mainly in informal spoken English. You can use be in all situations. We also use get in the following expressions, which are not passive in meaning. Get married, get divorced, get dressed, get lost, get changed. Exercises. 42. I tried to contact Tom. I called his office, but I was told that he was in a meeting. Amy retired from her job recently. She was given a present by her colleague. She was given a present by her colleagues. I didn't know there was a meeting yesterday. I wasn't told about it. Sarah's salary is very low. I don't understand why she is paid so little. You will need to use this machine. Have you been shown how it works? Have you been shown how it works? I have an interview for a job recently. It wasn't easy. I was asked some questions that were very hard for me to answer. They didn't tell us much about the project. We were not given enough information. I was surprised to get the job I applied for. I didn't expect being offered the job. I didn't expect to be offered the job. I didn't expect to be offered the job. Complete the sentences using being the following words in the correct form. Steve hates being kept waiting. We went to the wedding without being invited. I like giving presents, and I also like being given them. 받는 것도 좋아해. I also like being given them. It's a busy road, and I don't like crossing it. I'm afraid of being hit by a car. I'm afraid of being hit by a car. How do you avoid being biting by mosquitoes? How do you avoid buying bite? Biting, bit. How do you avoid being bitten by mosquitoes? How do you avoid being bitten by mosquitoes? I'm an adult. I don't like being treated like a child. I like being treated like a child. You can't do anything about being stuck in the traffic jam. You can't do anything about being stuck in the traffic jam. Complete the sentences using get or got the following verbs in the correct form. There was a fight, but nobody got hurt. Alex was stung by a bee while he was sitting in the yard. These tennis courts don't be used very often. Don't get used very often. Not many people want to play here. These tennis courts don't get used very often. Not many people want to play here. I used to have a bike, but it got stolen a few months ago. It got stolen a few months ago. Letter works hard, but she doesn't paid very much. She doesn't get paid very much. Please pack these things very carefully. I don't want anything to get broken. I don't want anything to get broken. People often want to know what my job is. I got asked that question a lot. Often I get asked that question a lot. Last night I was stopped by the police as I was driving home. One of the lights on my car wasn't working. Last night I was stopped by the police as I was driving home. One of the lights on my car wasn't working. Complete the sentences. I've been offered the job, but I don't think I'm upset. I don't get invited to many parties. Which year were you born in? Are you born in? Which year are you born in? 언제 태어났어? Which year are you born in? I haven't been any information yet. I haven't been given any information yet. I didn't know the way, so I got lost. He doesn't like being interrupted when he is speaking. How did the window get broken? What happened? She's a volunteer worker. She's a volunteer worker. She doesn't get paid. I was born in a small town in the north of the country. 몇 년에 태어나셨어요? 멀리 보안이니까. We had to do what we did. We were given any choice. We had to do what we did. We were given any choice. 채점을 해봅시다. Was given, wasn't told, spade, visioned, was asked, were given, to be a part. Wow! Being invited, given, being hit, beaten, treated, stuck. 다음 한번 읽어보지 뭐. Got stung, got used, got stolen, get paid, get broken, get asked. 왜 외워주셨지? Got stopped. Word, given, lost, being, get, doesn't, were, weren't. 주어질 기회가 없어. We weren't given any choice. Not any. We had to do what we did. We weren't given any choice. 선택지가 없었거든. I didn't know there was a meeting yesterday. I was told about it. I wasn't told about it. 누구도 말해주지 않았거든. Have you been shown how it works? 본 적 있어? 누가 보여주는지 중요하지 않아. Have you been shown how it works? You will need to use this machine. Have you been shown how it works? I had an interview for a job recently. It wasn't easy. I was asked some questions that were very hard for me to answer. 누군가가 대답해야 할 질문? 누군가 나에게 물어봤던 그런 질문들이 있었지. That were very hard for me to answer. I was asked some questions. They didn't tell us much about the project. We weren't given enough information. I didn't expect to be offered the job. I was surprised to get the job I applied to. I didn't expect to be offered the job. Steve hates being kept waiting. We went to the wedding without being invited. I like giving presents and I also like being given them. It's a busy road and I don't like crossing it. I'm afraid of being hit by a car. How do you avoid being bitten by mosquitoes? I'm an adult. I don't like being treated like a child. I don't like being treated like a child. I'm an adult. You can't do anything about being stuck. You can't do anything about being stuck in a traffic jam. There was a fight, but nobody got hurt. Alex was stung by a bee while he was sitting in the yard. These tennis courts don't get used very often. Not many people want to play here. I used to have a bike, but it got stolen a few months ago. Roger works hard, but she doesn't get paid very much. Please pack these things very carefully. I don't want anything to get broken. People often want to know what my job is. I get asked that questions a lot. 질문을 많이 받았거든. I get asked that many questions a lot. Last night, I got stopped by the police. As I was driving home, one of the lights of my car wasn't working. On my car. I've been offered the job, but I don't think I will upset it. I don't get invited to many parties. Which year were you born in? I haven't been given any information yet. I didn't know the way, so I got lost. He doesn't like being interrupted when he's speaking. Being interrupted. How did the window get broken? What happened? She's a volunteer worker. She doesn't get paid. I was born in a small town in the north of the country. We had to do what we did. We weren't given any choice.